Homelessness, an age-old issue of despair, hardship, insecurity, and shame. Millions across the world experiencing homelessness in some capacity. Let me introduce to you Miss Coley, teacher at UD Jesuit and leader on Labor Ministry that delivers food to homeless people. How can schools, students, and young people contribute to real change?
As it relates to maybe like stigma around homelessness or understanding the experience of homelessness, as a way to promote change and better living conditions for our community members, I think it's really important for students to put themselves in situations where they can encounter people living on the streets, encounter lived experiences of poverty that are different than perhaps they've witnessed in their own lives, but also consistency. It's really important that encounter with people living in different circumstances than themselves, that young people offer consistency to building relationships with folks. Father Greg Boyle, who's a Jesuit, oftentimes, says that it's really hard to either demonize or marginalize, right? However you want to say it, somebody that we know. And I think in my observation of working with students every single week in the Labor Ministry, where we go downtown and serve people who are living on the streets, in my observation, it's the conversations, knowing what people like, right, on their hot dogs or in their coffee, knowing bits and pieces about people's stories that bring us closer together. And that's what humanizes the experience. And I think what can actually actualize change, not only in our communities, but also in larger levels of government.
Is awake, but not able to stand up.
Heinous crime that took place on a New York City subway train. A man's pants set on fire while he was sleeping. The burn so bad, police say they found charred skin in the seat from the victim. It happened.
The MTA employee who saw the smoke when that train pulled into the Times Square station and alerted police. The 56-year-old victim was burned so badly that investigators found charred skin on the train seat he was sitting on. He was rushed to Cornell Medical Center for significant burn injuries. Now, because the victim was asleep.
Detroit is a city known for its resilience. From music to manufacturing, it is a place built by people who refuse to give up. But every morning as the city wakes up, thousands of people face a reality many of us never see. Homelessness is not just a statistic. It is a human experience happening right here in Detroit. Homelessness in Detroit and across the U.S. takes many forms. Some people live on the streets or in abandoned buildings. Others stay in shelters, cars, or move from couch to couch. Many are families, veterans, or young people who are aged out of foster care. Homelessness is not always visible, but it is always present. There is no single cause of homelessness. In Detroit, job loss, rising rent, medical bills, mental health struggles, and lack of affordable housing all play a role. One unexpected event like an illness or eviction can push someone into homelessness. For many, the system meant to help is difficult to navigate, slow, or underfunded. Who are we here with today?
My name is Daniel Babcock.
Occupation.
I'm a teacher here at UD Jesuit.
All right. What is...
Often think is that homeless people are scary, and I think it's more true that they are scared themselves. That for someone who is so vulnerable in the margins of society, that those of us who aren't, I think can be kind of scary. And I think that breaking through that barrier that we think is keeping us separate from people is important. Yeah.
All right, thank you. Despite the challenges, Detroit is also a city of action. Shelters, nonprofits, and faith-based organizations work every day to provide meals, beds, job training, and hope. Volunteers and advocates fight for affordable housing and better support systems. These efforts save lives, but the need continues to grow. Homelessness in Detroit is not just a problem for those experiencing it, it is a reflection of our community. Awareness is the first step towards change. When we listen to these stories and see the people behind them, we move closer to a city where everyone has a place to call home.